Welcome students, how are you? Today our topic is renewable energy resources from page number 40. Renewable energy resources. These are the resources that can be renewed, that can be made again and again. As you know that fossil fuels will eventually run out, scientists are developing out the other ways to find the to generate more energy. Energy sources that do not use fuels taken from Earth are called alternative energy resources. They use natural sources such as sun, tides, and wind. They are called renewable energy resources because they will be able to support energy for millions of years. The first one is wind power. Wind turbines can be used to drive electric generators. Have you ever seen such sort of turbine? This is called windmill. When there are winds, so this rotates the wings of of such wind turbine. When the this turbine moves, so its movement generates energy, and this energy runs a generator, and that generator produces electricity. However, storing the energy is not easy, and electricity is only produced when the turbines are rotating. Large wind farms, large number of wind turbines is in one place, can be built in windly located on land and on out at sea. The electricity then can be fed to home and the industry. When the wind blows, the other types of power stations could produce less electricity and so burn less fuel. You see, this is a natural source of generating the energy because and these plants could be made on high places where the pressure of wind is high. The second one renewable energy source is hydroelectric power. In hydroelectric power, the fast flowing of water can be used to drive turbines in hydroelectric power stations. Here is from the diagram you can see there are lakes on the high places. So there the water is coming down with the pressure. So here at that lower place a turbine is fixed. Turbine is like a motor fan, rotating fan. When the moving water comes down, its pressure rotates this fan and this turbine, and when this turbine rotates, it generates energy. Its rotation runs the generator, and this generator converts the energy into electricity and supplies to transformer, and the whole energy is then supplied to the power station. This is known as hydroelectric power station, and the energy that is producing over here is known as kinetic energy. This is very useful way for producing the electricity. The other way, that is solar energy. Have you ever seen the solar panels on the roofs? Yes, this is now very common. The solar panels are fixed on the roofs or at the high places to produce energy. There are some cells in solar panels. Solar panels are located on the roofs and buildings, so they get the energy from the sunshine and from the rays of the sun. So there are the solar voltaic cells that convert the sunlight into energy. Solar voltaic cell or photovoltaic cells produce very small amounts of electricity. They get the charge, and they get from the charge from the sunlight and sunlight, so that are charged, but their charge is very low. To get the more charge, there is there is large amount required to get the high charge. Very small amount of electricity with the light shines on them. This means that large number of solar cells are needed to produce useful electricity. Satellites obtain their energy from solar voltaic cells. After reading these topics very carefully, you are able to give the answer of these given questions on your book. You can give the answer on the book and you can also highlight and mark the questions from the book, but you have to memorize all these questions. The other thing, that is power from the sea. How can the power from the sea get? You can see that there are tides and tides in the sea. So there are two things to get the energy from the sea. The one is tidal barrage and the second one is wave power. A tidal power station is built on a longer barrier called a tidal barrage across the mouth of the tidal river. At the mouth of the tidal river, water flows from the river through the turbines in the barrage. So the water is removed through the turbines and electricity produced when water is trapped and then it is released. So it is very expensive way to construct such a big barrage on the face of the mouth of the river or on the sea. So it is very expensive to build, because the change that flow the river, it can also change the flow of the river, because the purpose of this barrage is to trap water into it and then to reuse or to release it, and it will change its direction, and after the process of trapping the water and releasing it back into the river will move the turbines, so it will generate the electricity. But this process will also finish the creature that are into the water, will also finish the fish and other things, other sea animals. The second one is wave power. There is an idea to generate the energy to create the electricity from the wave power. Waves could also be used to generate energy, electricity. One idea is given to use huge floating generators, which would move up and down with the help of waves. The movement would drive the generators and produce electricity. Working models have been made, but it will be many years before the full-size wave power generators are built. The other thing, that is geothermal energy. Heat from the hot rocks below the earth can also used to generate electricity. In this way, the water, on the surface of the water, there is a storage of water. So that this water storage is pumped down into the earth, where the rocks are there to heat up the water. So the water supply is sent downward to the earth to heat that up. The water is heat enough, then it is then bring back toward these power stations. So this hot water is used to rotate turbines, its steam and the hot its temperature is used to generate the electricity. So this is the water storage. Here are the rocks which are very hot, and these are making the water very hot. So this is a process of creating the electricity, generating the electricity from the earth, that is known as geothermal energy. So after reading these topics carefully, you are able to give the answer of these questions given over here. So you have to mark the questions on your book, and you can also write the answer in front, if that is one word in front of the question, but you have to memorize those questions.